Now we're gonna be live. There's 2 buttons that's new. I haven't done this in a long time.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, guys. Sorry about that. Dean's PC is not cooperating, couldn't stream, so now I'm streaming a Discord stream of his computer. And now we should be good to go. Hopefully. Let's see if it will load up. Alright, fantastic. So what's going on, guys? We actually have a couple packs to open to start off the stream. Audio, current bitrate 0. What's going on, guys? Sounds good to me. All right. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to do yours first?
We can do mine. Let's
because mine's gonna be crap quality with the way we have this set up.
Yeah, mine's a little different. I've actually only seen these on the shelves for a couple of days now, but I thought it was pretty cool. I've done them. If you guys haven't found out yet, but we're huge Michigan fans, so I've done the Michigan version of this. I've just purchased it on their online, but they got some other schools that came out with, and honestly, these top 6 schools are, any good hits from here is probably gonna be a win. So I figured we'd try it. Got it from Walmart. I think it was like $25, so I thought it was pretty inexpensive.
35 cart, 3 packs. Right, it's not bad.
Yeah,
but you get the parallel pack will be cool.
What it is, but I think the cards are cool. They're definitely lower quality, but yeah, it's that 3 pack. So all right,
save that for last.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Starting off good. Nah, it's just the cover, I think.
Oh, it's just the license.
Oh no, so this is
that's sick.
A Michigan pack. I see.
Oh wait, so that it's all gonna be Michigan players.
All Michigan. All right. Well, that's actually a really cool card there, Donovan.
Wait, that's sick.
Just, but doesn't play for us anymore. I think this is actually it's not one of the blackouts, but that's a really.
It would say.
It's a really good looking card. Well, this might be a blackout right here,
upside down.
Mikey Keene.
Backwards.
Oh, there you go.
Blackout. That's actually sick. So sick. That sucks. He didn't play a single snap, did he?
Nope, but that's a rare card. That's like one of them.
Yeah, that's actually dope.
That's actually a really cool card.
He transferred. Where'd he go? Where'd he go to? He went somewhere else.
Did he transfer?
Yeah, he just signed somewhere else. Pretty good. A good school. Arizona State, maybe.
That's cool. I have his auto from when he was at Fresno, actually, but I'll definitely probably keep that. It's a pretty cool card. I mean, that's not bad. All right, let's pull some. Let's get an Indiana pack. That's what I'm really hoping for.
Yeah, that would be fire. We need get a blackout Fernando Mendoza. That would be sick.
Yeah, probably. That's probably worth something.
That for sure.
USC.
Okay, maybe you get like Makai Lemon or something.
That's probably a good market. Jaden Maviava. Oh, that's a cool card.
That's cool.
Oh, this is another one of those.
Maviava too.
Oh, that's insane.
That's so sick. It's kind of like.
That's one of their. What is it called here? Where's the box? I think it's one of their.
It's kind of like the downtown.
City Limits.
City Limits.
It's called.
That's sick.
So that actually might be worth something.
It's got to be a couple bucks.
Oh, I bet you this is. I bet you this is worth it.
Could be $20.
I bet you it might be more.
Maviava, I mean, it's not the biggest QB, but it's sick.
It's a good name.
All right, well, both good teams. So as long as we just go and get like West Virginia, I think we're good.
Is that
that was the last one? I think it's probably the worst team you could get.
Oklahoma State. They're not doing so hot.
Oklahoma
Nebraska,
State. That's not good.
Mizzou spoke it in the.
All right, well then, what do you want? The running back? Bo Peep already left, didn't he?
Yeah. What is the running back's name?
I can't remember for some reason.
I remember him last.
He's a beast. What's up, Chris?
Campus colors. Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's a cool card.
That's pretty.
So that's number 2, 99.
Oh, nice. I mean, All three QBs? I know we got the backup QB for Michigan, but still.
Yeah, yeah, we didn't get Bryce. Well, I have to
Yeah,
buy these again.
shoot, man.
Pretty
You've got
cool.
if we had a blackout Bryce, that's probably fire. We should look that up later.
Ooh, I got a
Oh,
sneak
we got
peek
an
right there.
Indiana. Come on, can we get
We
Fernando?
got Fernando.
That'd be so sick.
Oh yeah, here we
Oh, so
go.
all three are gonna be
There it is.
Indiana. Nice. So these are just three
Rowan
parallels.
Kennedy. And I mean, that's like,
Is that one of the good receivers? Those are
I
sick.
mean,
Wait, hold that up and twist it so you can see the hollow. That looks so sick. That's actually really cool.
really, I'm impressed with
That's
this.
a cool box for $25. You should throw all the hits up again so we can see.
I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to buy that again for sure.
That's a pretty cool little box. I like that.
There's so many hits, I'm not gonna be able to show them all.
Yeah, just get the blackout one. Dude, man, well, I have to know now. I need to see what would a it's on it?
On it, blackout or
Blackout
campus.
price or what? Someone has it listed for 40. Doesn't mean it sells for 40. Ooh, they have an aftershock parallel that's really sick. They have it listed for someone has it listed for 100. There's a numbered out of 15 listed for 75, but no bids. That's the thing, is like it's gonna be a hard sell no matter what, but it's gotta be, All right, so the Bryce Blackout sold over a month, a little over a month ago for 23, but then it sold in November. A Blackout numbered to 125 sold for 60. So nothing
The
crazy.
my No, this is worth about,
What's
so the
that?
low one is $27 on eBay right
27.
now.
Hey,
So
that's cool.
profit.
Yeah, I like the Justice card. I hate to see
Yeah,
the kid go.
I do
That's
too.
cool. What about that? What do you even call that parallel, bro? I would have no clue
This
what
one?
that is. No, the Fernando one.
Oh, it says on the box it's teal dots parallel.
Teal dots. Because that's a sick card, man. I hope they win.
I've been seeing these at Walmart, and I've been kind of passing them up, and I know it's not
I feel like it's been out for a while
clear dots, but
because a lot of this stuff
still,
sold a long time ago.
I appreciate the cards. I think they're really good looking.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sick. Type. What? Bro, is that real? Wow, that card sold for like $23 yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. Now it doesn't mean it's gonna sell again anytime soon because I don't see any other ones. Dude, the city limits. Somebody bought one 3 days ago for 115 for Nano
Oh,
Mendoza city limits. Over 100. There's multiple sales.
that's
That would have been
impressive.
a banger. Just like 5 or 6 sales. Here's another one of the teal. Oh no, this is Aqua. Similar parallel for 21. That's sick. You have definitely got your money back. That's a dope.
Oh, yeah.
That's a dope box to get. But I guess that's what happens when you get all those QBs, right? You get good QBs.
Well, and right now, I mean, obviously these are big names, so that's why I kind of
Yeah,
picked it up. I mean, in terms of schools, right? I mean, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio State, Oklahoma, USC, Texas, like those are top
those are
schools.
good schools.
And
Yeah.
those are, you know, or yeah, at least three blue bloods if you want to consider USC a blue blood, which I don't think I do, but
I mean, they used to be. They're on the fringes. But
yeah,
we actually got a question from Chris. Yeah, he says he's a huge Michigan fan, which we are too, Chris. We are massive Michigan fans. We live in
go
Michigan.
blue.
Um, we don't use Card Dealer Pro just because we started with Chrono Card, but we're going to start using Card Dealer Pro. We want to test it out. And that's probably going to be maybe in a week. We're using up our credits on Chrono, right? And then we're gonna pay for Card Dealer Pro. We're gonna learn about it and probably make a video on it in the next couple weeks. So we are gonna get into Card Dealer Pro pretty soon. I know it's supposed to be considered a lot better. It's just how we got started. So we haven't been doing it that long either.
Yeah, Chrono. I did a lot of research before I used either or, just because I kind of wanted to get familiar with one. So apparently the AI is a lot better on Chrono cards than Dealer Pro, but it's not even the AI helps. It's not great on either, to be honest. It just gets you the basics, which is all you need. It's really the interface that you can click through and fill in, essentially an Excel file and then immediately connect your eBay and list to it is the benefit. So, I mean, it still saves you time even if you don't use the AI feature.
Hey, Dean, can you go to your OBS and turn off the logo banner? Super
Yes,
quick.
sir.
And then, Chris, we grew up just outside of Columbus as well. So, I mean, if you don't mind saying it, I would love to know what town you grew up in, because we actually grew up only about 30 minutes away from Columbus. All right. Well, real quick before we get more questions, I have 2 packs of Phantasmal Flames that I'm gonna open up. I do not have a nice camera to make it easy to see, but I'm gonna rip these super fast, and then we will get on to all the questions. Maybe I will get something, but probably not as good as that box. That was a pretty good box.
It's pretty loaded box.
All right, I hate doing it this way too. Doing it forwards. Let's see here. It's gonna get the best light. Okay. Charmeleon, Celery. First hollow punk helmet, junk. Genesect rare, junk. Springfield. All right, we grew up in Dublin, Ohio, Chris. So not too far away. I went to college with a bunch of people from Tip City. What's that other town else just outside of Dayton, where Mitch went to? Just a bunch of people that went to high school in and around Dayton. All right, last pack, super quick. Charcadet. My reverse. Another reverse. Okay, we got a full art hair cross.
That's pretty cool.
Not bad. Not the SIR, but full art hair cross. That's pretty sick, actually.
That's not bad.
And I have the Sharpedo. Centering is a little wonky, but man, the corners are so crispy on this mega. The mega packs have good corners. That's
They
actually
do.
that's cool. Can't be mad about that. I don't think it's probably like literally worthless because it's Charizard or bust with Phantasmal, but very cool. At least we got one hit out of those. All right, so we got a couple of questions. JB wants
Yeah, sorry,
to
JB.
see the scan files or whatever that you were trying to.
I'll show you, JB. That's my bad. I keep forgetting. All right, let me share my screen here so I can show you guys. JB, I know yours looked a little different than mine, so I'm not sure if maybe I have a different software or if you have a different software. I'm not sure. So, um, this is PaperStream. So for anyone who doesn't have a scanner, that is the software that comes with the Fujitsu scanners,
I
and
wonder if
it
it's
is.
the Rico stuff. Use the same thing, just a new version, maybe.
I think it's a definitely a different, but to my knowledge, JB, I think you have the same scanner as I do. You have the 7160, if I'm not, or I'm sorry. Um, yeah, that's it, right? Wow.
Yeah, 7160.
Yeah. Um, so I'm not sure if there's a setting that's weird or what, but I guess let me drop a card in here just so I can show you. So when I scan, I hit this scan button up here in the top left, and it should give me a pop-up, right? So it can output it into any folder. So I always check this output a file during a scan. And this is where you hit browse. So you can hit browse, and I created just a folder. So, it's in my OneDrive, I guess, but it can be in your documents and then card scans. So once you hit scan, it should run it through the scanner. And out pops my photo here, and it should automatically scan it save it into that file. Um, that's just how I do it. So this is kind of where I play with my settings as well. But um, uh, yours looks a little different. So I'm not sure if you have maybe an updated version or if it's a dated version. Uh, but I hit that top left. So maybe you have, I guess, you know what, JB, let me do this. Let me switch modes here. That's what you have. So what you want, that's it. JB, go ahead and hit switch modes.
Top
I
right.
want you to go to simple
That's the
modes because
screen
this
it
is
was
probably
looking like.
more what yeah,
Okay.
yours looks like that.
That makes so
So
sense.
yeah,
So much sense when you're saying the blue button or whatever.
yeah.
You're saying something like that.
Switch modes, JB, and see if that helps you.
All right.
Because
So real quick, we
good.
got a bunch of different chats again. So Randy asked about the difference between Car Dealer Pro and Chrono. So if you want to touch on that again,
Yeah, I'll
real
actually
quick.
show you. I'll show you Chrono. So they're the same. It's the same idea. I think Car Dealer Pro looks a lot better.
Car Dealer Pro has a lot better marketing, that's for sure. Lots of
For
people
sure.
online talk about it, which we're gonna test it out next week in about a week or so.
Yep.
We're gonna use it. We'll probably make a guide on it. We just haven't used it yet.
Yeah. And you know, they're both it's the same idea, right? It's a AI software that you can use to list your cards. So I'll just show you here mine. I did a bunch of scanning the other day, just on Thursday. But so essentially, this is what pops up when you scan and your AI completes. The AI, I would say, gets you 80% of the way, but you do have to complete the other and click through and make sure each of these cards is correct. But I like this because this is clear and concise format for each of the cards, and I can quickly just pop through and change any of these cards. So, but you got to check, just make sure that everything looks good. Donruss press proof, yellow. Yep, that looks right. And I'm gonna list that for 99 cents.
Yeah,
So
how many times have we gotten messages from people on eBay where the AI got the name wrong? I mean, it
yeah,
happens. You're gonna, especially the name.
yep.
Seeing,
Even the player
yeah,
parallel
Caleb Williams on a random, Terrell
team or
Owens, whatever. But it'll
yep,
get it'll have Caleb Williams' team. It'll say the Bears. It is not the
yep,
Bears. It'll just be completely wrong. So it does happen. So you definitely want to check.
yeah, and
Let's see.
uh,
Chris mentions, yes, we grew up with the same hatred of Ohio State, 100%. Both our parents grew up in Michigan, so we're totally with you there. Do you guys buy bulk collections to resell? Where do you find them at a good deal? So we have not bought any large collections yet, but I have bought some things off of Facebook and just small collections off Facebook. Nothing crazy, like just a small lots, I guess is the better way to say it. Um, is this gonna be up? We can leave this up, JJ. We could definitely leave this up. It should be in the live section on YouTube. And just about the 7160. Awesome. Well, Chris, I hope you don't have any issues with it. Dean had to clean his up and get a new feeder, right? Did it come with a cable, or do you have your own power cable or something? There's always
it
negatives
didn't
to
come with
buying used.
power cable as well as the USB. So I don't know if it seems like a lot of them on eBay
Yeah, they
are
don't come
similar to
with the
that.
power cables for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Amazon is. I had the power cable before I even had the scanner, so I primed myself a cable as well as a power cable. But I would say too, if you're using a PC, make sure you plug it into your USB. What is it, 3.0?
Three, yeah, like where your board might only have one or two threes, and it'll have a bunch of 2.0s.
Yeah, definitely plug it into your 3.0 if you can. Also try to limit the length of the cable. I have like a 20-30 foot span to go to my scanner, which is in my closet. But every once in a while it'll disconnect. I was struggling with it disconnecting consistently. It'd get like 4 cards in and just disconnect. It turned out I had it plugged into a 2.0, not 3.0. So make sure it's plugged into a 3.0. It'll get dirty, so I mean, you can probably see towards the end of my scans here that just whatever's on the glass just kind of
Start getting
gets
those
these
lines.
green lines, especially like your foil or hollow cards. So you just gotta open it up and clean it with a microfiber. If you want to spray some alcohol on there, then on the microfiber, but just quick wipe and you're good to go.
And that doesn't really matter if you're a top loader or penny sleeve. It seems like it's always about 150,
Yeah,
200 scans. You got to clean it.
yeah, the top loaders will definitely mar it quicker. But with 99 cents cards, I'm not worried
Not
about
doing top
with
loaders.
the top loader.
Yeah.
But it is able to handle top loaders. So if you have a $100 card or $50 card that you're just not trying to scan through there, you can take out that front roller and just throw a top loader in there. It works just fine.
So, JJ's Pokeball. One of my biggest questions is how do you decide to sort and list bulk? Mostly reverse hollows. What's with it? So for bulk, I do list some. Um, but what you actually want to do is if you're I'm assuming you're talking like it doesn't matter if it's TCG player or eBay, you want to pick a floor price. Like what's the lowest that's actually worth selling? And I think most the like consensus from big bulk buyers is right around 18 to 20 cents a card. And the best way to find cards that are going to be in that range is going to be looking at playables. So a lot of trainers, some reverse hauls would be good. Certainly like Pokeballs. Um, most common and uncommons are not going to be that if they're modern. So you'd be looking for older cards, checking TCG player and looking for that floor market price that you're willing to sell for. And right now, I'm selling a bunch of stuff for way under the floor because I'm trying to get to a level 4 seller. I don't care that I'm losing money on those cards. It doesn't matter. So I'm selling a bunch of stuff for a penny, just trying to get transactions to become a level 4 seller on TCG player. But if you're focused on profit and you're getting big sets of cards, you want to look on. I think it's limitless TCG. Find certain playable cards. Like there's a Mimikyu that you can get that's 20 cents because people use it in a random deck. And that's really what you have to learn. And then obviously like the trainers, if you know how to play the game, there's the trainers that are in meta are pretty common all the time. They don't change a lot. So looking for anything that's above your floor price when you're sorting. Looks like Chris has had all the cables that he needed in his listing, so that'd be sick. JB's he said he's not a scanner. He's gonna try to switch the mode
Yeah,
later
JB, let me
as
know if
well.
you still can't get it to work. But I can't believe didn't remember that. But yeah, switch your modes and see what happens.
And Chris, yeah, we just use a microfiber towel. Do you use glass cleaner or just alcohol? Doesn't matter. Like
I
Windex
use
or
alcohol. I
alcohol
don't think it
makes
matters.
sense. Alcohol is better for electronics.
It is technically glass as well, so I don't think a little bit of Windex would hurt it.
Not.
I just really put a little bit on a corner of a microfiber and wipe the screen.
Yep. Yeah, JJ, I would recommend just starting. Pick a floor price. Say like I'm only gonna sell stuff at worth a quarter. See what happens. Um, and most bulk sellers, from what I know, they sort through their bulk, pull out everything that's at or above their floor price, and then they sell off anything that's not at or above their floor price, and they just advertise accurately like this is sorted bulk. So I'm only selling it for a penny a card or half a penny a card or whatever the price would be. I don't really know. I don't do enough bulk to know those prices, but I think normally if it's unsorted, it's going to be 2 to 3 cents a card, and if it's sorted, it's going to be like a cent per card. And then you get as much money back out of it as you can. Where do you guys get card supplies and how do you handle shipping on eBay? So we buy all of our shipping supplies on Amazon. And so eBay standard shipping, if you're using, or sorry, eBay standard envelope under 1 ounce is always 74 cents. Under 2 ounces, So, 1.2 ounces, you have to put 2 ounces in. You have to round up, right? You always round up. Is always going to be $1.03, right?
Yeah, I
I think
think
it's
it's
dollar and three
three.
cents. So using that, like you can do 1 to 4 cards in an envelope under 2 ounces pretty easily, and you can use an envelope, right? And you could have like
Yep.
2 cards in 2 top loaders, and get both of them in the cardboard envelopes that we use. If you're using a plain white envelope, you also could do that, right? That would work as well, but then you would want some tape to keep them from flying out. So we just calculate our average cost. I actually have a short video going up showing an Excel file showing what our per unit cost is of each item that we use to ship an individual card. That's going up on Monday. It's already recorded. It's just a 3-minute video, and then there's a reel that I'll post about it as well. But we just buy in bulk, buying like 300 ish of each item gets you a decent average cost. So we know that no matter what, we can ship 1 to 2 cards under 2 ounces, and it at max would be $1.35. And that's why if you look on eBay, most people that put shipping, they're putting down like about $1.30. And same with TCG Player, it's like always $1.31. That's what everyone puts for shipping, and it's because it's pretty easy to get to that number. Sometimes you can even get lower, and you can make a few cents off your shipping. Um, Depending on what we're shipping, lots of times we just put 199. And then if we bundle a bunch of cards, because often people will buy more than one card, we know we're covered. We can go up, to 3 ounces even, and it's going to be covered. And it can have a bunch of top loaders or a couple card savers, whatever, and $2 is going to cover our cost.
All of our shipping material should be linked in our link tree on Instagram too, so you can go and check it out now. Um,
I think I can throw
and
it in the chat,
yeah,
actually.
it's at first I was saying I was curious on how people were making money on these 99-cent cards. How can you list it for 99 cents and make money? Is it even worth it? If you list it for 99 cents and have $1.99 shipping, you can profit $1 on it. And I know it sounds like a lot of work, but when you use Chrono Cards or Card Dealer Pro and you're actually not spending 2-3 minutes listing these cards, and you have a thermal printer and all these things that really speed up your inventory, I mean, I have probably 5,000 cards, so let's say, in a perfect world they all sell. That's $5,000 in profit, right? So it's definitely still profitable. It's still a lot of work, but you can make money on these
Yeah,
these
the tools help.
lower. Yeah, but I mean, obviously, we're not going to make it rich on 99-cent cards, but I already got them, so I might as well sell them, right?
Yeah, it's basically just we're selling what we got, and then we're gonna snowball that into other areas eventually. Um,
Yeah.
we definitely want to get into buying collections. I do for Pokemon for sure.
Yeah, and I've done a couple of small lots of sports. It's a hit or miss still, right? I mean, you can still make money. It's just, it might not be worth the effort. I think Chris said, "How many cards do you have in your eBay?" I list as many as I can.
Right
So I think we
now
have
we're
like
at 1,600.
yeah, and probably
We
1,600 of 99-cent cards. So it's and I'll continue listing until I have zero in inventory, and just let them sit there because once they're on eBay, it's they automatically relist. So the dirty work is done. You can just collect after that.
Yeah, it's really just how much time do you want to put in listing, because it's kind of
Yep.
it is a little bit boring sometimes to do it. I don't mind doing the Pokemon because we're so low numbers in small batches because I'm doing it manually. It's kind of fun. I just throw some music on and just get them going. But um, I think we've been over 1,000 for like 3 months now.
Wow. Yeah, it's been a while.
So, and that keeps us selling at least 2 cards a day, pretty much, without even
Yeah.
touching discount or like paying attention to prices. Like once they're listed, you just let them sit. Every once in a while, we'll check a price or two, but easily have averaging 2 sales a day right now. Now, especially now that the holidays are over.
Yeah. Chris, I think it's a great idea. Keep just posting as many as you can, and specifically football is is you want to get all your cards up there because you never know week to week, right? So
Yeah.
I've sold how many Drake May cards have I sold in the last
Oh, I
2 weeks?
counted. Yeah, in the last like was it 2 weeks? Yeah, I think in the last 2 weeks we've sold 11 Drake May cards.
Yeah, I sold another one today too.
Yeah.
So I mean, if Jordan Jefferson up here, no disrespect to him, I don't know who he is,
What
has
team?
a
Oh,
great
the
game.
Jags. Well, they're out
Yeah,
now.
I mean, yeah, but let's say he had a great game last week, and people are gonna be looking up Jordan Jefferson, and they're gonna buy his card. So
Yeah,
it's nice to have it all out there.
did the Broncos just win? Like any Bo Nix, we've also sold a bunch of Bo Nix cards. Like
Yep.
get your
Yeah,
Bo
the
Nix
Bron
cards up right now. Maybe I mean
Yep.
honestly I say right now, but maybe wait a week. If he's in the Super Bowl, I mean, it's only gonna go up.
Even off season is still, which that's one thing I was surprised by, is off season still has hype. So it's worth it still
The
to,
draft.
list your cards.
The draft has crazy hype.
Draft is big, yep.
Like if you
Draft has got a lot.
if you split them up to college players that you know are gonna go high in the draft, you could just sit for a couple months.
Yeah. Yep.
It's only in April, right? So and get all the other stuff up there.
Yeah,
Whoever
or,
goes
or
first round always has a ton of hype for like 4 months until football actually starts.
yeah. And maybe we should start branching into other sports and make it more of a seasonal thing, but we don't do too much of basketball or baseball, but
It's just it's hard when you don't really like it
watch
as
it.
much. Just don't like it as
But
much.
the products are a little challenging too, I think. They're not as good with basketball, at least. And obviously, baseball is, you know, pops heavy. So, but
Yeah, baseball is 7 players that matter. Like
yeah,
honestly, at least in a given modern season, there's really just not that many players that are going to be big, and they're all pretty much all pitchers and hitter. They're either massive hitters or massive pitchers. Nobody else really
yeah,
matters. This is kind of the same deal. Like it's just quarterbacks and randomly like DNs and receivers occasionally.
And, Chris, I can show you too the material we use if you're interested to. I have some on hand if you wanted to see the mailers that we use, the envelopes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be my video is gonna be pushing the cardboard mailer hard because I buy I buy and sell quite a bit on TCG Player, and you always get the plain white envelopes, and they're always just super jacked up because it's just
Yep.
paper and it gets folded up. I've had, and then same deal if you're using a semi-rigid. I know a lot of people say like semi-rigids are better to go through the mail rolls. I've had a semi-rigid bent and kinked and destroyed the card. And it's like, okay, so it doesn't really matter. Either one can destroy a card. It can happen, right? Mistakes happen. So I would just use a top loader because they're cheaper. You can get a top loader for like 2 cents, and
Yep.
a semi rigid is almost like it's like 10 cents on average. So I wouldn't even use a semi rigid unless I was shipping like 3 or 4 cards at a time, and then you can get multiple in a semi rigid, where you can only do 2 in a top loader without like damaging them.
Yep.
Um, but yeah.
And we no problem, Chris. One thing I would recommend too when you're first getting started is just buy. If you have the money, buy these envelopes. It makes it 20 times faster. I think when I first started, we were doing, I was cutting up cardboard boxes that I'd get from, you know, pop boxes or whatever, and cut them up into these chunks. And it took so much time. And I've had plain white envelopes, and I would tape every side of the envelopes to make sure that doesn't bust open in the mail. But with these mailers, I tape it straight in the center of it, and I has the self adhesive, and I have my thermal printer. I mean, you're talking maybe $100 investment into a couple, 50 mailers and a thermal label printer, and it'll just make your life a lot easier. And I think the customers appreciate the quality as well. I really think it does. I don't know if it would, you know, I think some people see how garbage other people send it, and
Yeah.
just, it's just kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. So,
Yeah,
uh,
if you just bake it
it's
into your shipping costs, you can get away with anything. Um, Yeah, $2, so you're gonna be able to have any fancy whatever packaging you want for an individual card. Um, you can't sell things that are too cheap. They just
Yep.
won't move. But you can always list it and just let it sit there. That's the benefit of buy it now is on eBay, because you can have it sit there
Yep.
for 6 months and then you realize, all right, it's not gonna sell. Just throw it into my bulk my bulk bin and sell it off to somebody else. But um sorry, I would base it off of how much inventory you actually have. So you said you're gonna post 30 cards a day. So you're if you're in the thousands of listings, like, or you're gonna hit 1,000 listings, you have 1,000 cards to list, I should say. There's no reason not to just buy 300 or 400 uh envelopes. You'll go through them. You'll go through them in the first 6 months, probably.
Absolutely. Yep.
If you're over 1,000 cards listed and you're listing them accurately to what they're worth, at least somewhat, like, um once you start getting transactions, you have good feedback, you'll blow through 300 envelopes. And I think right now they're about 15 cents a piece for the cardboard mailers, and I've seen plenty of uh plain white envelopes on Amazon for anywhere from 5 to 3 cents a piece. I think you can get some for 2 cents, but you have to wet them. They're not the peel
Yep.
and stick. Peel and sticks are like 5.
All right. What do you think? Should we run some cards to the scanner and show them how Chrono Cards works?
Yeah, might as well. Might as well get a new
Yeah.
batch. Get a new batch and list them. What are you doing?
Yeah. Let's
Live
run the list of cards.
listings. We're live streaming us listing. That's what we're doing. Wait, when is the next playoff game? Is there another one tonight? There's no way, right?
8 o'clock.
Oh, so it's already moved. Oh my gosh, the Seahawks are killing them already. Wait, I actually hate this. I need ESPN.
All right.
They're
Let's
already
see what
up
we get.
17-0.
So Chrono Cards again. If you guys watched my video, it's dated. It just looks dated. I guess maybe it's not dated, but it looks very dated. But it does function pretty well. If it was user friendly, I really think it would blow Card Dealer Pro out of the water. But the fact that how user friendly Card Dealer Pro looks, definitely gives an advantage. So, but we're gonna do some scanning. So,
Get a drink.
yep. So it's always gonna do these pop ups, which I hate, but it can kind of get lost. But first thing you want to do is select your scanner. So if you have the paper stream software and all your settings set up, it will translate to Chrono Card. So it's kind of frustrating because you do have to work out of both for a little bit. So you do have to make sure that your paper stream settings are correct. So just to go through that, you have to go to your scan settings here, and then you can go scanner settings and you can kind of test your settings. Let me drag this over here for you. Test your settings here. So one thing that you can do, which is pretty nice, is hit preview and it will actually run a card through the scanner for you, which is pretty nice. Let me drag it over here for you. So there you go. You can see your card and get my tools over here. So, I mean, that's pretty good looking. Maybe it's a hollow, right? So it's kind of hard. The hollow cards or the foil cards are kind of hard. So you can tweak your settings. I set it up for I set it up for whatever looks the best on both because I don't feel like sorting between the two. So ultimately, they're 99-cent cards. I'm assuming that the buyers are not looking for a gradable card with a 99-cent card. But I mean, you get the basics right. You can see that they're clean corners, centering. Maybe it's not the best on this, but there's no kinks or wrinkles or dings on it. But you can kind of tweak around with the color adjustment, which is cool. So you can up or decrease or increase your brightness here. So definitely looks better with a decreased brightness, right? Or your contrast. really set it to where it looks good with whatever card you're scanning with. I think the brighter the better. Obviously, you don't want it washed out, but you can really play around with this until you get the right settings. Uh, but yeah, so a low highlight actually looks pretty good on the foil cards here. But so once you do that, you can apply your settings. There's some other settings in here that you definitely want, which I am gonna make a video on this eventually. It just takes a while, but one thing, your rotation, if you can do it automatic, it helps. The chrono cards will still flip the cards and put them in backwards for some reason, but it's not too hard for you to twist it. There is you can do a custom setting for the paper size, so you make sure that it's the size of the card itself. You can change your DPI, gone up to 600, but I don't really see fit in it. And then there should be, which I'm failing to find it, a margin setting on here, which is definitely important. Where are you at? Cropping, so your margin, so this is where you can set your margin, so it has this black border on the edge, so you can, I like to do two, I just think it looks clean, too big or too small and the card gets cut off, but you can change your margins here. But all right,
There's
let's go back.
accuracy versus speed. Someone's
Yeah,
asking about, like, why is it so slow? Is there a way to speed it up? I don't even know.
so in paper stream it scans extremely slow, and I was a little disheartened when I first got into paper stream. Chrono cards does not care about the speed. Chrono cards will fly through the cards, so
Okay.
it doesn't matter what you set there. It's the same speed when you scan it through chrono cards. So, but all right, let me replace that one back in there.
So
So I'm
I don't know.
good.
So Chris asked about if you have something to catch the cards on the bottom.
Yeah, so Chris, I use it. Mine came with the tray on the bottom. I I know they have the risers with the 3D printed boxes.
It's not
You know,
working on mine.
yeah, I had a hard time justifying it. If you just have it on your desk, it's going to slide out on the desk, and it's not going to damage the card. It's not going to hit the corner.
So how many are
I
you doing at a time though? Like 20, and then you used to have like a cloth basket is what you just use, just whatever, something soft to catch it.
Yeah, I used to have a cloth basket. You can put like a microfiber, and the microfiber you used to clean, you can put it in the bottom. So if it drops in the bottom, it doesn't hurt it, or hopefully not too bad. Um, I probably can fit in the feeder maybe like 15 cards at a time. And then if you put too many, if you stack too many, it'll double feed them for some reason. So you try not to stack too many of them. But I can do probably about 20. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I got 21, so we'll see if I can throw all 21 in there right now.
And then you're
And
always
scan.
putting them in horizontally as well.
Horizontally, yes. So if
So
you put
even
them
when
in
they fall
vertically,
out, they shouldn't fall out like open penny down. It should fall
no,
sideways.
sideways. If you put them in vertically, the roller or the feeder will actually just grab the penny sleeve and just pull the penny sleeve off, and then it'll jam. And then I've had a couple cards that have gotten damaged from that. So always put it in sideways because the card can't come flying out of there. Uh, and your software should correct it. I'll show you here in a second on how to kind of cheat the system on chrono cards to get them all to line up nice and pretty for you, or as close as possible. But I have just the tray on there just to catch the cards, and I just let them fall on there. So
I was gonna say,
all
if
right,
you're only doing 15, it's probably fine, right?
yeah. All right, so let's see. Again, if you're doing like a $50, $100 card, $20 card, just throw it in a top loader. Just
Yeah.
run it through top loader.
Or
And
just take pictures.
yep.
You can always take tons of pictures if people ask for more.
All right, let's run one through. Let's hit OK here. Let me drag you over. Again, lots of pop-ups on Chrono Card. I don't know why they can't just put it in one
Because
screen,
they made it
but
10 years ago. It is old.
it is old. So again, this is not very user friendly, but this little camera guy down here, go ahead and click that. You should hear it run through the scanner. Beautiful. So pretty good. I mean, it looks exactly like on paper stream, right? But as you see, it came in upside down. I don't know why the settings do not like this, the way that when you put them in sideways, they're always going to come out upside down like this. I don't know why. When you put them in vertical, works great. However, you're going to damage your cards if the penny sleeve comes off. So bottom right hand corner, I just hit, this is what you can decide on what how the next card will be scanned, right? So I want the back to be rotated 180 degrees. So I just click that. So now I got my stack of cards and I'm going to go load them in the feeder and see what happens. All right. And once again, come back down, hit this camera icon, and you'll see them all pop up. Boom. 20 cards I miscounted, sorry. Just like that. And they're all pretty close to being, this one came out a little goofy, but it's just the light reflecting off the penny sleeve. But pretty close. I mean, every single one looks good besides my top one, right? So now I can go back and I can just rotate that. Boom, done. The tops cards are sideways, so I always like to rotate them so you can read them. Boom. And I don't think anything else came up as an error. Just a little bit of glare that you get when you run through the penny sleeve. You can run the cards through raw. I'll sacrifice the little bit of glare on the back again. 99-cent card. I'm
People
worried
care
about it.
about the corners the most, anyways. Quarters
Yep,
and borders
corners,
is what you want to look
centering.
at.
If you're gonna grade it, I mean, ultimately, this is a pretty good looking picture for the $80 scanner.
And no
on it.
time at all. Takes zero
No,
time.
I mean that was fast, right? I mean that was what 10 seconds.
We did get
So
another question super quick, Dean,
yeah,
from William. He asked about top loaders and pennies, and are we including the cost in shipping or in the card price? So I mean, we buy in bulk, so I think we're buying like 1,000 at a time,
yep.
if not. So it's only like 8 to 10 cents per card to be penny sleeved and top loaded.
I don't even. Yeah, I think it's probably 10 cents.
I think it's 10 cents in our calculator, but I pulled up our link and it's 8 cents right now. 7.3 cents per card. So we just have that in our shipping materials calculation. So even we're top loading and penny sleeving every single card, which in reality, if you're selling multiple cards to one person, sometimes they don't all go in a top loader. You might use a semi-rigid instead and put 3 in there. And then there's only 1 semi-rigid and 3 pennies. But like we just want to assume we're going to sell every card individually for our calculation to know that we're at a good price. So just start baking it into your shipping. And like for me, I sell most of my Pokemon cards free shipping and I bake it into the price. So it doesn't really matter which way. Just know what your costs are going to be and plan ahead. Buy in bulk, saves a few cents, and it adds up. It adds up in the sense where you might as well do it. If you have 1,000 cards to sell, why not have 1,000 top loaders?
Yep. And if you're doing bulk lots, you probably don't need a top load. Depending on the cost of them, right? But you don't have to top load. But even rigid mailers, or I'm sorry, the semi-rigids, you can put probably safely 3 cards in each.
Definitely 3. I've done 4. I've done 4.
So
5 is too much, and it depends which ones. I have what's it, Ultra Pro 2s, but I've seen is it OPI that has a wide semi rigid. It's very wide, and you could probably put 5 or 6 cards in there, and it would still be flat enough to go through the mail.
Yep.
But it's much wider, so it's easier to put the card in. But like any more than 3 is very difficult to get into my personal semi-rigids that I have right now. And then I would just use a second top loader or whatever.
I saw PSA does not like those wide semi-rigids. No. I saw they will delay it for you.
Yeah. Another tip I heard actually from someone on YouTube the other day was to buy your semi-rigids used. And
interesting.
He said to look on eBay, and I never looked. He said there's too expensive because they are kind of expensive. Like I said, they're 12 to 15 cents for a semi-rigid. You can buy them used because think about how many PSA gets in a day.
Right.
They've got like a 100K where they got just have baskets of them. They're throwing them in trash cans. And so I think you can buy them used in some places for like pennies. I don't know.
That's
I don't know where, but maybe Facebook, maybe eBay. I don't know. I heard that you should never buy them new, but I've never looked.
Chris. I just take photos of my patch cards.
Yeah, don't
I've
even
actually
mess with
tried it.
it.
I've tried to run it through the scanner. It does not. It's too thick, especially in a top loader. If you have a, whatever,
Thick top loader.
top loader, I don't know, but I think I've accidentally ran one or in a penny sleeve through it, and I definitely messed up the card. So I just threw it away. It was not worth it. It was a cheap card, anyways. Cheap patch that I ripped personally. So,
Have you seen
but
the cleat patches where you get like
yeah,
you can get laces?
yep.
Yeah, let's scan that. Let's throw my laces in there.
Yeah, nah, definitely just take a photo, and even like my high dollar cards, and by high dollar, I'm not high dollar. We're talking like $20, right? $10 even. I'll just take a photo. I
Yep.
think it's worth just buy we have a photo tent that's linked probably in our link tree as well. It's $10 on Amazon. Just
And
buy a
it
photo
looks
tent.
fire with the where you get those
Yep.
lights set up the right way. I hold my phone just on the inside of the box when I'm taking it, and I take it at an angle, zoom in a bit. Looks great.
Yeah, so that's what we do. Anything high dollar, I'm not too worried about running through the scanner. Uh, but if you
I
want to,
I'm
just
pretty
put
sure
it on
that's
top.
what DC Sports does too. They only scan at a certain price point. I can't remember if it's 10 or what. Like I mean the biggest eBay sellers, they only scan the
Yeah,
low end stuff, and they have this insane camera setup. I don't know if you've seen it. That like
but,
half moon thing that has like a
yep.
hole that you hold the set the phone in, and it takes like the perfect picture so it looks like a scan. And that's how they do all their high end stuff. And
I've
then
actually,
what is that thing
I'm
called?
curious. Yeah, I saw the ad on Instagram and I looked it up,
It's
and
so
they don't have
weird
any
looking.
pricing.
Yeah, it's so
It
weird.
it's their software as well. So,
Yeah.
uh,
And they
but
just use an
all right,
iPhone. Oh,
yeah,
from what I saw, which is so sick. It's very cool.
they do have an AI software as well though. So, all right, should we move on to some
Yep.
listing these cards? So, once you're done, you can still I could still drop in, 20 more cards. You can scan in a batch, you can go up to 150 cards at a time. So, um, it depends on what if you want
Which
to,
normally you would. Like you would do like 50 or whatever.
yeah, yeah, or it doesn't have to be 150, but 20 maybe not worth it. But if you're going to list 30 cards a day, just pop 30 in there and
Yep.
you can list it in 5 minutes. So so what you want to do is hit this check mark when you're done. So card scanned, click your check mark, and it's going to place it in my box, my row here. So we're going to go back to
Saturday.
Saturday the 17th. Definitely check up here because sometimes I'm like, all right, my card isn't coming here. Well, I'm looking for Thursday. Saturday, 20 cards are in here, and double click that. So now all my cards are in here just as they're scanned. So if you want to, you can just fill it in as needed. So if you want to just throw in the year, just put 2024 and Panini Donruss, it will kind of auto populate. Or if you did a really good job sorting, you can just bulk edit everything. But the product, maybe Donruss, this is Optic. Oh, this is the Donruss. See if it'll pop up. Uh, is Optic not on here? That would be impressive. Am I missing it?
Is that the wrong section to select?
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe
Is
it's
it in
here.
the
Maybe it's just Optic. Let's see what it does though. Let's see what AI does. So let's back this out. I want to see what the AI does because now I'm curious. So AI, hit this AI button. It looks like nothing happened, but you should see that this AI button should come up here. And then you're going to hit save and close. It's going to ask you, do you want to use the software? I will say it does, if you have 150 cards, it does take a little bit of time. I've never had it take 2 hours. That's too long. I would say maybe 10 to 15 minutes it takes. But you click yes and go do something and come back and it's done. So this 20 cards should be, I bet you, about 2 minutes. So say try to use it, and then it's going to let you know that your cards have been translated to their services. So hit OK. And then usually what I do is I go over to my messages and I just camp out here, and you'll start to see some messages pop up. It does tell you when your cards sell on eBay, which is kind of cool. It's like that Drake May sold today. But so it'll give you a message saying AI documentation request, transfer their service. I tried to click this at first and it doesn't do anything, so don't click that. And just wait, and you should see a message that says service is complete. And we'll see how good it does. Hopefully in a couple minutes only.
Yeah, so Chris, we actually are planning on doing something similar. We want to hit up some card shows for sure. I think it's probably, if you're hitting local ones, I bet that you could do pretty good just going through dollar bins. But the big shows I can imagine are highly competitive. Highly competitive. But we definitely want to hit up some card shows and look for some grading opportunities for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see. This is saying that our AI system is working on your request. Perfect. Still not done, but that's all right. Keep waiting.
So Mark just asked if you're using just free version of PaperStream or if you have a paid subscription.
I use the paper stream just for my settings, but what we're using right now is the Chrono Cards, which is paid. It uses both.
But for PaperStream, you don't pay for anything. You just
No,
use the free version.
Yep, I just pay for the free version of PaperStream, and PaperStream is just for my settings. That's all I use it for.
Just for contrast and brightness and margins, just tweaking settings.
So whatever, if you use Chrono Cards or Card Dealer Pro, your PaperStream settings are going to be whatever it'll implement onto your Chrono Cards. So the only reason I go to PaperStream is to tweak my settings. I actually almost never open it because I just have my settings set and I just get on Chrono Cards and it scans for me. So, but
maybe if you had like a Chrome card or something goofy that you wanted to change up, that'd be it.
Yeah, and a lot of people will set different settings too. They'll have a Chrome card and a paper card and maybe a reverse hollow setting, but it's just then you have to go back into your paper stream and change the setting, and then you have to sort your cards and make sure you do them all at the same time. And it just seems it doesn't seem worth it to me. So, but all right, so it looks like our AI documentation is done. So you should see AI documentation done here. So you should see it pop up here, and then I just click that link. Boom. See, it is Donner's Optic.
So why couldn't we find it before?
I don't know. So, and now I'm just going to click through and you got to check. So like for some reason, I don't know why, all score-based cards thinks that they're autographs and they are not autographs. So I usually just click this out. So let's just go top to bottom. So Prism draft picks, new recruits.
Rookie.
I would add red ice to this. This is a red ice. and he is technically a rookie. Well, he's not even in the league anymore, but it's neither
I'm
here nor there.
tired.
Yeah. So that card probably not gonna sell. Uh, but that's all right. So I would just see this is not a signatures. If you post it as a signatures, people are gonna ask. They think that they're getting a great deal. I just got an Edrin Cooper signature, and they scan the wrong card. It's the opposite. You can get dinged, or you'll have to accept a return. So just do your your the work here and just correct it. So if you hit this autograph button, it'll post it as an auto in the eBay settings too. So make sure you unclick that and click rookie. Um, so score, we're gonna
Same
just do
deal.
score base, and it's not a mem. So Panini Prismatic looks perfect. I'm not gonna
Rookie.
change that except it is a rookie, so we are just gonna hit that rookie. Prism draft picks new recruits. Oh no, not another Jordan Travis.
Another one.
So we're
Missed
gonna
the
hit
boat on
rookie on
that.
that. Yeah. Barry Sanders is a base card. This one probably got mixed in. Honestly, I'm not expecting this one to sell at all, but I guess we'll post it. But looks good to me. Topps Chrome, Theo Johnson, beautiful. It's a rookie. It's not a refractor. Sometimes if it is a refractor or like a silver, it will not pick it up. So make sure you look before you scan. If you have any refractors or silvers, just remember, hey, Theo Johnson is a refractor, and make sure you add that. Panini Absolute Marvin Harrison, perfect.
Missed the rookie.
I guess you're right. Perfect. Jalen Waddle, rookie, perfect. Rookie, Prism, rookie, beautiful. Panini Phoenix Orange.
Rookie.
I'm impressed by this. This is a pretty good batch actually, because sometimes it doesn't pick up the background colors. This
That's
one
cool.
might be a bronze parallel, but I'm not worried about that. Actually, I'm pretty sure it is. We'll do bronze.
That just means the text.
The tech.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that is
That's
their
good.
parallel. Ben Snot. Here we go again. Couple little mistakes here. So I already know these aren't autos. So we're just gonna do score base. Trey Benson, score base. Leonard Taylor. Perfect. Score. See, this one worked. One worked great. I don't know why.
Got the rookie too.
And then Donruss Optic, rated rookie. I'll usually add rated rookie to it. Boom. So just like that. I mean, what wasn't yapping. I probably could have done that in 3 minutes or less. So
Add your price.
so once you make sure everything is right, then we're gonna set our price. So I like to group them by price. So if I'm doing $1, $2 card, you can click through and say, okay, this one's a red eye, so let's do $2. It won't sell for $2, but prismatic, or it's if you got a really nice card, Mason Smith card is going to be $2. You can click through and add two. But what I like to do is just hit sorted by 99-cent cards. Click that first one in there, and then you're going to highlight the entire row. Right click, 99 cents. Boom, done. There's all my pricing. You can even do that if majority of your cards 99 cents. You just want to click through and add, $2 or $5 for these. Then your eBay buttons over here. So you can do, ready for sale on eBay. I think this is the auction button. I always use this one. We like using
That would
the
make
buy
sense.
it now.
We call it the gavel being an auction.
Gavel, yeah. So I'll hit this eBay button. Again, it looks like you didn't do anything, but check up here. Once you see that is selected, then you know that you're on the right one, and go to the next step. You're just gonna hit save then close. So it's gonna pop up these errors. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's duplicates. I think it thinks that you're listing duplicate cards here. So I always just hit save because I want to list them anyways, right? Or it'll have this not found on eBay, so it'll get kind of confused. It's possible that this card doesn't exist on eBay, which it does. It's just confused. So I leave those. Here you're going to want to make sure that your eBay is connected as well as your shipping, so you can kind of click through. So you can select your shipping service. So these 99-cent cards are going to be our eBay standard envelope. and our set price is going to be $1.99. So I put that in there. You can add different services if you want, or you can change them. Right? They have every single service that you could possibly want. Add that to there. You can do your policies and all this stuff, which actually we
We
probably should
should
go
be
in
doing
here.
policies. Yes,
Yeah, and do our
100%.
policy.
If you're listing with scanner, set up payment policies, return policies, shipping policy, have policies preset.
Yep,
Those
it
help
is. It is
so
nice.
much.
And
Plan that
then you
out.
can do it. You can do a description template. The Chrono Cards stock template is actually pretty nice. It looks pretty nice. It has the scan photos in there. So we change it, but it's actually pretty nice, which is so
And
it's worth it.
another super quick note, return policies. If you want to be a top rated seller and have the top rated seller badge on your listings, you have to do a 30-day return policy where you pay for the return. So you have to pay additional shipping cost for your buyer to return to you. You have to have that as a policy. If you don't have that as a policy, you cannot have the top rated seller badge on your listings. So
Yep.
that's something that like stings when it happens and it sucks, but it should be infrequent if you do a good job at packaging and you're diligent and you make sure that you're shipping the right cards, you don't run out of stock of something. Like if you take your time, you won't have very many returns, and that's something you should get in the habit of doing if you plan on being a top rated seller with the badge. You can be a top rated seller, just not have the badge on your listings, which is not a big deal, but I think it helps. Having that star, I think it helps. Believe it or
Yeah,
not.
and we obviously have to refund people. The big thing with eBay standards that it gets lost.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we've been selling cards for about 2 years and what, probably 800, 700 sales. I don't know, 800
Right.
almost.
I think we're at 800 now. I think we just hit
And
800.
I have had approximately 0 people return a card. I've had no one return a card to me. So it's,
It's also
refunds. Yeah,
like if it's a 99-cent card, just give them the money. If they're
yeah,
unhappy, just send them back their money. It's better than trying to have them send it back to you. And especially if it's damaged, it's a 99-cent damage card.
yep.
If it's damaged, you just give them the money. They get to keep their damaged card. Like just take the loss, because at the end of the day, it's easier to fix the problem immediately and not have to worry about it.
And in the top rated seller program, if you have so many, dings, I call them, on your record, if you will, they will, you will lose that
Yeah.
top rated seller.
And then
So
what?
it's always,
It takes at least another month, but that's if
yes,
you happen to have a ding fall off the record, which is what is it, 3 months that they stay on? Or
I believe so.
so you can
Yep.
only have so many every 3 months. So it could be 3 months before you can get that back, which matters a lot for how your listing is going to appear in the rankings. When someone just searches and it says best match, ours is at the top almost all the time. We're like top 6. If we're competitive with price and you're not too crazy out of a price, we're always at the top. Like top rated seller badge absolutely matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
No
Chris just said
way.
that broke his ankle.
On the
Bodek,
second to last play, I thought they were already in field goal range. What were they doing?
that's insane. That's a shame.
That's
Who is
so
their backup?
bad. Who knows? Someone
Who is their backup?
hasn't played a snap. It can't be. That's crazy.
Backup QB is Jarrett Stidham. All right, everyone,
Okay.
list
Yeah, get your Jared
your
Stidham cards out, bro. He is the next Nick Foles. Here comes Nick Foles again. He's gonna win the Super Bowl. Jared Stidham. He actually
Yep,
has some
Jared.
starting experience, to be honest. He's
Oh yeah,
probably gonna do okay considering the team around him and the coach. Like they got a shot.
yeah.
That's
That's
that's horrible though,
unfortunate.
man. I was just
Yeah,
telling Dean, I was like, Bo Nix has more rushing yards than all the running backs do right now. Like they're not running the ball well at all.
that's unfortunate. All right, well let's list these. So that obviously we're yapping, but you know, let's list these cards. So all you gotta do is, oh, I didn't do my business policy, so let's see if they're on here. Manage payment, returns should be here. 30-day return, shipping is
Single card eBay standard. Yeah,
eBay standard. So
that's the
boom,
one we have
they're
set.
all populated in there. List my cards. So it's date or whatnot, and it should say listed or
If you
something
hit
here.
view, it'll pull up eBay.
Oh yeah, yeah. So let's pull up this
Should pull
Garrett
it up.
Wilson. Let me. I gotta change my. Oh, what just happened here?
It looks like
Oh,
I
it's going to Chrono Card. Okay, hold on.
pulled it up on Chrono Card.
Let's see. Let's see if I can do that here. There we go. Oh no, you should be able to view it on the web.
So
So it
just
does
not.
pull it up here. I don't know why
You just
it
list it to
does it.
Chrono Card.
They have their own
Who would
marketplaces.
ever use that?
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know.
That's
But
crazy.
they do have their own marketplace, so it does post it here for some reason.
I've
But
been holding
all
the
right,
Jared Stidham rookie auto out of 75 since he was on the Patriots. You're joking. That would be so crazy, Chris. If he goes and wins the Super Bowl, an auto out of 75, that's sick. That's actually so cool. That's funny.
so let's go here. Selling.
What college team
Uh,
did that guy play for? Like NC State or something? I don't
oh,
even
I
know.
actually looked it up, and he played at Baylor, but
Baylor.
transferred to Auburn after a sexual abuse
Auburn.
scandal at
I
Baylor.
do remember him playing at Auburn.
And then he, yeah, led him to a SEC West Division Championship, defeating Georgia and Alabama.
Wow.
So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
So
that's actually pretty awesome.
Garrett, is it two T's or one?
I think it's two.
Is it one R?
Yeah, I think it might be one R.
There's no way that's spelled right.
It's definitely spelled weird.
Okay, how does he spell it? Oh,
Normal. Or that's what I would say. That's normal, at least.
all right, my bad.
I thought it was one R.
So,
Actually, it really did.
so here's our Garrett card. So eBay looks great. Uh, here's that stock of template, but I mean it's not too bad. I do like how it tells you that these are real scans or photos, which is pretty nice. And it tells you it's listed by Chrono Card Software. And gives you just a basic information. So this is probably good enough for other anyone if you want to. We just put our own with our policies and stuff in there. But this is pretty good. I mean this is not bad looking at all. You can see it pulls in trading card, Garrett Wilson, New York Jets, card number, and it gives you pretty much everything. So like this autograph says no. If you click that autograph button, it's gonna put it in there. I will say the title's kind of annoying. I would like to be able to kind of shuffle these around. Maybe there's a way. I just haven't figured it out. But I would probably. I mean, it's not terrible, right? I mean, this is pretty much what you would post anyway. So not bad. So if anyone wants this Garrett Wilson Hollow, it's on our eBay page for 99 cents.
He would stop getting hurt because he was playing insane again this year. Like actually so talented. Just stuck on the Jets and stuck busting his knees up.
Yeah, it's actually comped.
That's not
similar
bad.
to.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
So I would actually probably want to put hollow in here too. This is a hollow. I did not put that. That was a mistake. So let's go ahead and change
tweak it.
And then do optic hollow. And let's revise it. And just like that, I mean, 20 cards listed, just like that. That's not too difficult. I mean, that's how you become profitable with your 99-cent cards. I mean, we'll profit over $1 on this card.
$1.20 or so.
Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely worth it.
It gives you the option to run discounts. That's really the benefit here is coupons. So buy it now, you cannot go lower than 99 cents. So you have to run a coupon on your 99-cent cards. And we've done this a lot where you run a 20% coupon or a 30% coupon and it shows up like in bright red text that there's a coupon, and it sticks out, and it will move cards that you would never think would sell. Like, throw it up for 99 cents and a dollar, whatever shipping cost is, and a 20 cent coupon will move stuff that you never thought would sell, and you'll still get 95 cents out of it in your payout, including your shipping materials. Your payout will be higher.
Yep. So it's still, I mean,
it's worth it.
it's worth it. It is, and especially if you have,
1,000 of them, you just
a
throw them
1,000
up.
solid 99-cent cards. This card, maybe it'll sell.
Yeah.
It might, but I'm not expecting.
We're not gonna pay attention to it. It's up now, and you just never look at it again. Just every once in a while, run a coupon on your 99 cents, your 99-cent cards. And you run it for 2 weeks, and you'll move 10 cards you thought would never sell. Right?
And who knows? Maybe next year he's offensive player of the year or whatever, and
He
the
is
Jets
actually good. Like, he has a chance.
and the Jets make it to the Super Bowl. That would be I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, they're not going to the Super Bowl. But I feel like when I'm paying attention to it, it's like 75% of the time you're gonna sell like an obvious card, like an obvious player. It's the popular guy, and then 25% of the time it's a guy I've never even heard of. Literally, and it's like because nobody else is selling his card. Be some random rookie that hasn't even played a snap, and he's like the third string D end, and that's the card that sells. But it was a rookie card, so we threw it up there. And those sell. The cards that you don't even know who the player is will sell better than like a Garrett Wilson, because he's like known, but everybody has Garrett Wilson cards.
Yeah, I mean, even the smaller names, I've actually sold a player's card to the player himself.
Yeah.
If
Who was
we
the
get those
guy
college
on
cards,
Michigan? We just did that recently to a guy on Michigan, some
at
freshman.
least I think it was a family, either him or the family member bought their cards, or or buddies do. If it's these
It was
lower
the
end
same
cards.
last name, and it was relatively unique. Some freshman
Yeah,
lineman or
so
something.
it was so you'll sell these lower end cards too. Someone excited that their friend has a trading card out there and wants to buy it.
Yeah.
So,
And who doesn't want
but
their own rookie card too?
oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. But I mean, let's see how many listings we got with those 20 cards. We have active listings,
Yep.
and so we have almost 1,700. Yep, 1,700. So a mixture of scan, not scan, but we did a big batch of this actually.
That's
Some
sick.
Prism draft picks, and these cards are incredible looking. And $4 card I ran through, and I don't have any issue with. I mean, this is post scan, right? So I mean, or during the scan, these edges are clean and pretty cool looking card too. I was really impressed with those.
And you sold a Jackson Dart one instantly.
Yep, it was like $10, but
Like right after you solicited it.
yeah. All right, Chris, we'll see you. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we're probably gonna head off here in a minute anyways. But thanks so
Yep.
much, Chris. We actually hit
Yep.
50 subscribers in this live stream. So
That's
thank you
incredible.
guys
Thank you guys.
so much. Whoever's watching, thank you so much for subscribing. I think we gained like 12 subs today.
That's amazing.
That's awesome considering we're just getting started. So we really appreciate it.
And we'll keep doing more. If you guys have any questions, just DM us on Instagram is probably the easiest way. If you guys want to see anything, it takes us a little bit of time to get out the content, but we're definitely trying to pump some out for y'all. So let us know, and we'll keep these live streams if there's something specific you want to see.
Yep, we got a super short packaging video. It's gonna be kind of similar to what we've already had on Instagram, but just throwing out the cost. Like I have a spreadsheet to show the exact cost. And then we'll start doing some Card Dealer Pro stuff here in probably another week or so. And honestly, we'll probably live stream again at some point. Why not? We could just list cards, just throw it up and just list cards, and if questions come, questions come.
Yeah, talk football, whatever you guys want.
Yeah, we probably should in a week or so after maybe after the AFC NFC championship game or something. Yeah, we'll plan another one for sure. But any final questions? Otherwise, we're gonna head off. We appreciate everybody sticking around. Let's give it another minute. Next stream will be slightly less scuffed. I'll
Yeah.
have to stream
Yeah.
my Discord screen.
Yeah, I'll figure out my settings on my computer. So
Maybe a little bit better quality image. It's honestly it looks pretty good when I was looking at it, but I didn't look at it on like a big screen, just on my phone.
yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
All right, guys. Hour and 20 minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad for the first stream. Really appreciate it. But I think we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Don't forget to check out our Amazon link tree and subscribe to YouTube. Look out for those future videos. And if you have any questions, we're always available on Instagram. So have a good night, everybody.